in business, when you can really provide some value is when the money later comes. Because when you're really providing value and people realize the value that you're providing, they will just hire your service. I started the Spanish chatting agency in end of May and had like my first client June 5. And now it's less than 3 months later, I'm already at 150K monthly revenue.
So welcome everyone with a new video. We are with Santi here. He's an OnlyFans agency owner and now have his own chatting agency, and basically I helped him build the start of his chatting agency, and we've been working together for more than a year now. And in this video we are going to explain how I helped him, now how he's working on his own agency, why he launched a chatting agency on the Spanish market. So tons of value for free in this video. So Santi, thanks for giving me some of your time. Can
Hi,
you
Tristan.
quickly introduce yourself, what you're doing, etc., etc.?
Yeah, sure. I started in the OnlyFans management like almost 2 years ago, back in November of 2022.
Okay.
And started with like full management with US audience.
Okay.
And I've been doing that for like over a year. And this year, basically, like I saw this like a boom in the Spanish market. You know, in Spain, everything just arrives after the US. You know, everything like happens in the US first, and then arrives to Europe and to Spain.
Same.
So there are a lot of new agencies in Spain. A lot of the market is growing in Spain, and I didn't see any like serious chatting agency in Spain.
Okay.
So I think there's a lot of value that I can provide by doing a Spanish chatting agency. So
Yeah.
decided to start a chatting agency.
Because I think people, they don't know, but like what are the languages that you speak?
Oh yeah, I'm actually Spanish. So yeah, Spanish is like my mother language, and then English and Chinese.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
that's a lot, and that's how you are able to launch a Spain agency. I mean, for anyone, do not launch a Spanish agency if you do not speak Spanish, because you have a big edge like this is because you talk English, but you talk Spanish as well, and it helps you a lot. So you started with basically normal OnlyFans management, right, in 2022, and then you transitioned this year into chatting. Like how much you were like doing? Can you tell us just a bit more what you were doing in the OnlyFans management space?
Yeah, I'm still like I still have my full management agency. It's still running, but it's just like it's right now it's like fully automated. I spend like 2 hours per week reading the reports and seeing how everything is going, talking a little bit with the employees and doing some payments. And right now that full management agency is like doing 35K monthly revenue roughly.
Fully automated.
Fully automated. I mean, it's not growing because I am not there, and there's no like a figure there to make that agency grow. But it's giving me a good monthly income. And right now I'm just like fully focused on the chatting agency, growing the chatting agency.
Okay, I see. And like, what made you switch? What was the key element that made you switch, like from normal agency that is running, profitable, automated, etc.? What made you switch into like a chatting agency?
Yeah, I think there are a few things. So first, I realized that there's a need in the Spanish market for a chatting agency. Like I realized that there's a lot of value that I can provide by doing the chatting agency. For example, so let's say for English chatting, right? Like if you need chatters, you just write on Telegram groups that you're looking for chatters, and you get like 30 Filipinos with 2 years experience writing to you, ready to
they
work.
might not be all good quality, but yes, you have a place.
You get a lot, but that doesn't happen for Spanish chatters because the market is way smaller and it's more new than the English market. So it's actually very hard to get the Spanish like chatters with experience. It's very hard to get like a good amount of Spanish chatters with experience. So I find that like a lot of our agencies are struggling a lot in finding chatters, training them. There's actually a lot of hassle, a lot of work to do, right? Like the recruitment, the coaching, the training, and then the management and everything. So I think there's a lot of value I can provide there, and obviously like in business, when you can really provide some value is when the money later comes, like so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought it was a very good idea, and it definitely worked. Like, because when you're really providing value and people realize the value that you're providing, they will just hire your service. Like I started the Spanish chatting agency I started creating the system and everything and end of May. Started recruited the first team of 3 or 4 chatters. I trained them like beginning of June.
Yeah.
And had like my first client, I think it was June 5 or June 7 or something. And now it's like less than 3 months later, I'm already at like 150K monthly revenue.
Damn.
With the chatting agency.
Yeah.
Like I have like already like 22 chatters, I think. 22 chatters and a couple of chatter managers, account manager, a few VAs. It's like it grows so fast, It's a lot of demand.
And can you explain like to the people how I helped you at the start of your chatting agency? Because obviously now you're managing it like all by yourself, but how did I manage to help you at the beginning, like with my experience?
Yeah, I remember we were talking a lot about this when you were in Dubai, and it definitely helped me a lot. Like especially, I think when I saw the way you structured your agency, so that definitely gives me a map of how a chatting agency looks like when it's already big, like your agency, So after knowing how the structure looks like, I know the goal. I know how to let's say which positions I need, which like how the structure is going to be when it's going to be big. So I started aiming big since the beginning. I'm still aiming big. Like right now, I actually have more chatters than what I need for the revenue I have. But that's because I'm aiming way more. And like if I get a client, I need to have the chatters ready for them. I cannot just be tied on chatters and then getting client and then tell him like, hey, I need like 1 week.
You need to have obviously like the chatter ready to start when the client is there. Otherwise, they better just find their own chatter and train them if it takes 2 weeks. But yeah, having like a structured agency to have a like working service is very, very important. And there is a lot of people that try to launch chatting agency or even like competitors, and they are not like a professional. You need manager 24/7 to manage the guy. You need someone in charge of the hiring. You need someone in charge of the actual account, like to upload the content, whatever, like VAs. You need to have a proper like sales strategy basically. It's very, 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 very like structured, and I think people, they don't really like realize that. Even the client onboarding, like I have a lot of clients that tell me, yeah, the onboarding is very clean, it's organized, I like it compared to the other one. But obviously, if you don't even take the client like on video call and explain how the service works, like have a proper like onboarding process, obviously it's not really going to work.
Yeah, I've had like clients that, because I think there are some small Spanish chatting agencies right now. I don't know them well, but I've got clients that come from other Spanish chatting agencies, and they all tell me the same. Like, oh, it's like they're having like a way different experience. It's like way more professional and everything. I have communication 24 hours. I think a lot of people don't realize the real value of a chatting agency, because the chatting agency, some people think it's just about the chatting, but it's actually not only about the chatting. It's like the value I'm providing is the whole infrastructure. Like what I like to see, like, the typical agency that has 2 partners, like one of them is doing the marketing and the other one is doing the chatting and the content management and everything. So my idea is like, I am that partner, the partner that does all the chatting, all the content management, all the profile, uploading content, organizing both, all the infrastructure. So the client doesn't need to spend time on anything of that. So he can focus on getting more subscribers, scaling up his agency, because I mean that's also my goal, right? Because as a chatting agency, I work on commission. So the better the client, the more money the client makes, the more money I make.
It's more like a partnership that you do with your clients. Like they handle the marketing, you handle the chatting. It's not just you do chatting on your account. No, you basically do provide the all-in-one solution, basically.
All only one solution, and the only difference, like the difference between me and the typical partner of an agency is that the price is just 20% with all the costs included. That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
usually like partners go 50-50 or 60-40 or whatever, like.
Yeah, and you charge, and so yeah, so that's your price right now. You charge 20% of what? All revenue, net? How do you structure that?
Net sales in messages and tips.
Okay,
So
so
it's actually like maybe like 15-16%
yeah,
of total revenue.
to have someone that completely manage the chatting, the account management, etc. And in Spanish, which is a market where it's very, very hard to, I mean, way harder to find Spanish chatter than English chatter, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you go about like hiring, training, etc. All that part, which I think a lot of people, they don't realize how hard and how like tough it is to go find people, make them stay in your agency, make them improve while still trying to obviously get a margin. How do you structure that, especially for the Spanish market? And I don't think there is many videos on that on on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, that definitely takes a lot of energy, especially in the Spanish market, because as we said before, like it's way harder to find experienced chatter in the Spanish market than the English speaking market.
Yeah.
So I have a human resources person.
Okay.
Who does all the basically? I mainly do Upwork recruiting.
Okay.
I get some like let's say 20% of the chatters I get half experience, but 80% of them they don't have any previous experience. As I said, like for in Spanish market very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So that person takes care of like the Upwork posts, getting the emails, interviewing them, organizing them into a training group. I do training recruiting and training groups every week because I mean I got like 22 chatters in less than three months, so I had to do it very fast.
Yeah, and you don't keep them all, no?
Sorry?
When you do training, you don't keep all the chatter.
No. Because as you know, like actually most of them don't have previous experience. So in the training group, they have to pass a whole week of training. Mm-hmm. What I like to do is like kind of driving license method. So they have to do a theory part where they have to read the documents, they'll have to watch a few videos, and then they do a theory test. Mm-hmm. After they pass the theory test, they start a practice. Okay. They start, which is basically shadowing with the senior chatter. Okay. They do that for a few days. After that, they do a practice test, mm-hmm. which is then doing the chatting, and then we evaluate how he learned everything, if he's ready for chatting. And if he passed the test, he still doesn't go directly into like the real team. I have like a kind of training camp team. Mm-hmm. It's basically a team where I have a couple of my own models. Okay. And also some models that I have like a special deal with them. Okay. That they know that they have they are being chatted by a chatter with less experience. So after the training period, after the chatter passes the test, it goes to a training camp. And he stays there for whatever it takes for them to get ready. It can be 1 week. Some chatters are very good and in 1 week they are ready. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes it takes like 3 weeks, 1 month. Sometimes they just don't get ready and then they just never get into the like a real team and they just get fired. Okay. But yeah, I mean I'm a chatting agency, so I need to guarantee quality, right? It's the only service I provide. So yeah. So it's good that you provide like some insight on what you do so that people they realize how long and how like complicated it actually is. It's not hey you put a message in a Telegram group and you just put chatter on your account. It doesn't work like that because even when you did all the training etc. Then you have all the daily monitoring to actually monitor their activity live and like following if they still do good results, what they have to improve, etc. Just had a quick question. When you do the test, so they watch the videos, they watch the document, they do a test. It's what, like it's a question Q&A test with multiple choice? No, it's an open question. So the questions of the test are not questions, are not theory questions from the documentation of videos. The questions are actually answering subscribers. Okay. Situation of subscribers. Okay. So the way I structure is like I want to know how did you understand the theory? How can you handle? Are you able to handle the situations, like different situations with subscribers?
Okay, and how do you analyze that you have like a manager, like the hiring manager or the human resource manager that look at the answers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I see, I see. Question that is very like important, and I don't know if you're going to give the answer or at least some insight. How did you get your first clients, and how are you getting your clients now?
I think the first client I got from Telegram groups. Like
Okay,
mainly I just do Telegram groups. Right now, I'm not even doing too much marketing because it's just like right now there's no any Spanish chatting agency that is like doing in a professional way.
okay.
So I'm actually like one of the only options. So
Mm,
whenever and also like when you're offering a really good service, people just refer you to their
yeah.
friends. So right now I'm actually not even doing too much, but like the first month, whatever. I have a website, Instagram, and Telegram groups.
Okay, okay, yeah. So you don't do that much marketing, but since you are in the good space, like in the market at the right time, you still manage to get good clients,
Yes.
new clients usually. How can people use your service? Do you have an IG or a website or whatever?
Yeah, sure. We have a website. The agency has an agency Instagram. I have my own Instagram.
Okay,
I have a Telegram Boches channel.
okay.
Um,
And
uh,
how can people reach out to you? Like, what's your agency name?
oh, Chatting Wizard.
Chatting
Chatting
Wizard.
Wizard.
Okay, it's the
Yeah.
what?
Chatting Wizard.
Chattingwizard.com.
Yes, chattingwizard.com.
Okay, and your IG, I will put the IG in the description.
Yeah, sure.
It's what is Santi IG?
Santi, it's Santi Jian
Okay.
underscore OFM.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So I'll put that in the description. And can you remind us like what's the revenue you did like last 30 day? How many models do you have?
Right now, it's like 28 or 29 models, and
Okay.
revenue is like 150K, 30 days revenue.
150K. Okay, so that's an average model doing like 6K, something like that.
Yes.
Oh,
That's another thing that I find in the Spanish market that it's quite different than the English market. That there are a lot of just
yeah.
small models. Like let's say in the Spanish market, models doing 50K plus revenue, you can count with the hand. Like with the fingers of the hand. Like it's just not
Mm.
too many.
Yeah, I see. So what's the biggest model that you have right now on the Spanish market?
Almost 30K.
Okay, okay. And you what do you use like inflow to connect to the account?
Yes, inflow for everything.
Okay, okay. And like how do you see the market evolve in the Spanish market and like where do you see like yourself in like the next 6 months?
Yeah, I mean it's still growing.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of potential, but I mean you will obviously never get the size of the English market, the US market first because there's less people,
Yeah.
and second, there's just less money
Yeah.
for Spanish speakers. Like I realized that because I also have the US audience agency, right? So
Yeah.
I can compare them a lot. So
Mm.
the Spanish audience just have way less money. There's way more chargeback than the US audience. It's crazy, the chargebacks. But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of potential to grow. I would be happy if I can get to, I don't know, 300K revenue by the end of this year.
Okay. Yeah, and I filmed
Yeah.
this video at the end of August, so in the next 4 months, you think you can get to 300K? I mean, you hope you can get to 300K per month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is pretty good on the the Spanish market, to be
Yeah. I
honest.
mean,
And if you are able to share that, and I don't know if you are, like, where do you mostly hire your chatter from?
Upwork.
Okay, okay, okay. I see, I see. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. All right. I think we covered pretty much anything. Did you add like anything else to add for people? I don't know.
I think that's it. Just like I think people like after I start doing the agency, I realized how much value actually a chatting agency provides. It's not really not only about the chatting. It's,
Yeah, and
it's really about the
we
whole structure. So I think
we didn't
if
even
people can,
yes
yeah, go ahead.
we didn't even tell the people where we met and how we met? How we met? We were in a group or whatever, no?
Yeah, it was a Dubai group because I live in Dubai, and
Ah,
I
yeah.
think over 1 year ago when you came here,
Yeah.
we went for a dinner and then we met there. We've been talking and yeah.
All right, all right. Yeah. So you were saying what before that? I don't remember.
So yeah, I think people should like try the chatting agencies service. You know, like at least give it a try. We offer 5 days free trial. I think you also offer it. So because really people think that a lot of people think that it's only the chatting or whatever, but it's really the infrastructure. Like you know, like people usually have which are the challenges that that agency have. First is the traffic, and second, once the agency really can get good traffic, is how to scale it up.
Yeah.
You know? And we like as a chatting agency, what I'm doing is really to provide the infrastructure to help the client to scale up. You know?
Yeah.
Not in the traffic part, but in the whole OnlyFans chatting infrastructure, content management, account management, communication, all these kind of things.
Yeah, like the stability, the ability to scale, etc. Is it's
Yes.
basically not just putting a chatter on the account,
Yeah,
and that's all.
exactly.
There is like way more to that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. So guys, if you need Spanish chatting, you have Santi. He have like right now like the biggest chatting agency in Spain. So the link of his IG will be in bio. Don't hesitate to send him a message. If you need English chatting, you know you have my chatting service. I'm here for like 3 years, so it's easy. And we basically charge the same 20%, which is basically the price of the market right now for chatting. Even though for Spanish chatting, you are very cheap. See what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Because you could put like 25-30%, like you are basically the only one providing like a quality service. But I mean, to scale and to do long term, it's good. As you said, like usually people like that associate with someone. One guy handle the chatting, one guy handle the marketing and the model management. Usually they do 50-50. And you, for the chatting that you will do even more professionally, you're only charging 20%. So it's the same as me. And I think it's very, very, very competitive.
Yes. I think it's a very good deal. I mean, the clients that I have that stay with me for a while, they realize the value and they just stay with me, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I just did an interview with another client like a few hours ago, and he was saying that the most important thing is it's the time and the headache that it free him so that he can focus on marketing. And basically it's just what you said. You have a real like partner to handle the account and the chatting so that the guy can do his real job, like actually focusing on marketing, like and the model management.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, Santi, thanks for your time. Hope you guys appreciate the video. Again, there is the link of Santi in the description. If you need chatting for me, it's the same. And see you guys in the next video.